next we'll do our normal checklist with the engine start. I'll show it to you. And unfortunately I don't have audio on the headset into this silly camera, so kind of have to just wing it if anybody's interested in copying this. Again, this is just my checklist, so if I forgot anything, let me know. Alright, so pre-flight inspection is complete. Chock tie downs, covers removed, grab handle removed. You have no idea, I've probably done 2 or 3 flights with that in there. So I made these little pockets that sticks in there with the fuel tester. Airworthiness requirements met. Got that. And then, alright, let's jump in the plane. Done with the pre-flight, we'll stick that in there. Alright, so before start, you got all that, that's all done. So now parking, I just had it on with one brake, parking brake on, backup ignition on, master switch on, strobe lights on, mixture full rich, boost pump on for 3 seconds, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, throttle minimal, wait for the G3X to fire up, there we go, go to the engine page, area clear, starter engage. Alright, here we go with all the noise, sorry. Clear! So we'll put the oil pressure is good, RPM 880, oil temperature is very cold. This vent we can shut off, that vent we can shut off, a little bit of heat we can track, seatbelt is on. Engine 1000 RPM, 900 is good. Alright, we just checked, oh yeah, alternator on. Alright, so they're charging. Avionics switch on. Backup avionics on. Oh, did I miss that? Oh, backup? Oh, before start. Okay. And it's time recorded. Okay, so there's 11:16 we start the engine. And 24.9, 37.8. Mixture lean for taxi. Transponder 1200, altimeter set, so we'll get the ATIS now. When you think you have a cool plane, and then you end up behind that guy. here! I wish I had that. I wish I had that landing on from the outside. I think that was, in my opinion, a perfect three-pointer. Hey, more impressively, look at my parking. All right, close enough. Haha, with my handy-dandy phone holder. I forgot my phone. All right, so one thing we learned is I got a couple of high oil temperature warnings. So blocking the whole thing is obviously too much, which is understandable. So now the question is, how big of a hole do we put in it? And does it make more sense to put a hole on top, on the bottom, put a scoop that kind of directs the air over this, like just bend this forward? I don't know, it's kind of interesting, huh? So, all right, what do we learn? We learned that cylinder 3 is definitely much cooler with that being blocked off, but now the oil temperature is too high. So some kind of compromise. The fuel thing, that was definitely the the caps. Like this one's almost empty, and you can see, well, now they've been sitting so they'll level out, but it was definitely draining from that tank now, and last time it was draining from this tank. So you know, make an adjustment on the caps. Then what else? Oh, I do have a concern when you run the smoke. You know, I was playing with the smoke today. So when you run the smoke for a longer period of time, say like, you know, 30 seconds or a minute, longer than just a burst, it actually comes through the back of the cabin. We saw it the other day and we thought it came in through the vents. The vents just kind of like make it more visible if air is blowing, but I actually checked, it's coming through the cabin, because up here, if you put a piece of paper, it creates like a huge suction. So there's like a low pressure area in the cabin which sucks all of the visible smoke into the cabin pretty bad, like IMC in the cabin. But my question is, what does that mean for the, you know, carbon monoxide that gets sucked in through there? I made it, you know, as tight as I could. I mean, it's not super tight in there, but it definitely sucks it in through the back. It was coming out of here, it was coming in around there, and then filled the whole cabin. The vents were off because it's cold out. Obviously, I turned the vents on. I did not open the door because that would suck it open. But that's kind of a little bit of a concern. If anybody has any insight on that, let me know. Thanks for watching. Have fun, happy flying. This thing was absolutely awesome today. I just went up and down the coast of Maine, landed at Sanford, had lunch, met up with Sue and Rob, checked up briefly. They had to run on their S-21, and Rob was our test pilot. And yeah, just having a blast. Can't wait to fly beyond our limited boundaries here. All right, see ya. All right, since Jack was on his way to put fuel in it anyway, I figured I'd save one cycle on the hangar door and drill the hole. So this is the block off plate. Again, I just taped it in for now until we figure out what works. And this is a 2-inch hole, and I put it not as high as possible, but kind of where that bend line is. Maybe George, maybe I will fly it next time, and we'll see what happens. All right, now I'm going home. See ya.